ready.
Hey everybody, and welcome to round 10 at the Tsukuba circuit on Atomic World Challenge AWC. This is your host VIPPrimo, and we have another 6-man lobby tonight. The point standings from last race was Shaney Boy with 55, Team Chris 46, Rhymes 36, Andrew Shady 32, Death Reception 31, Montana 23, Funkier 19, 13 for Sneaky, Agent Ranger 5, and Chewy 4. We have, I think, 3 more races to go before the end of this. We had some problems with Watkins Glen, but we're going to be back to Watkins Glen next week. That's another Mondola track. But for now, we are at the awesome Tsukuba circuit. For you drift guys out there, you're probably happy to see that. We're go, go, go. And this is snow, guys. This is where we start in the snow track. The part time today is 50. And this track is kind of small, so I ended up not getting off the screen quick enough here so we can see the racing. But regardless, Shaney Boy today, the top guys, because we had to change with the snow. We didn't have a real, I want to say, progressive way of handling the snow setup, so we had to kind of make par on the fly today. So a lot of guys, like Shaney, for instance, up here did 49. So they basically broke par in qualifying, but because we're not punishing people for breaking par, I wanted them to still get their stuff. They can, ooh, nice impact there from Team Chris on the inside. I didn't want those guys to get kind of messed up front. I wanted them to be able to run their run, so these guys with the 49s ended up being in order. If they stay under that 50 for the entire race, they're going to both get the pole position. And also there's going to be a fastest lap, which Shaney, of course, has a big possibility of getting. Andrew Shady also has that, and as well as Death. I think Team Chris as well. So now that we've got the race started, you can already tell that there is a little, people having some difficulty here. And there's a reason, I think, because it's basically pressure, but it's also that it's just snow. And snow in general is a tough thing to race on. Oh, Shaney had to slow down. Bunch of 50s here. Look at that. Team Chris with the best lap, 50.161. Shaney still dominating that first position right there. And there's Andrew Shady. Andrew Shady has done amazing. He got spoiled out last race with Funkier, who came in and basically dominated that race. Got both pole position and fastest lap in the Masakura race car. Andrew ended up in the wrong car. It almost happened again today, but he ended up landing where he wanted to be. So we got a 1-2-3 here with Shaney. I don't think that Andrew, it's going to be tough because Shaney is not just going to give up the point standings that he has right now. He's got a dominant lead with 55. And obviously Andrew has, he's in currently 4th position with 32. So it's going to be really tough for him to really take that position away. He could get the first position and dominate here, but the thing is every time he's won, Shaney's not far behind, or he's had a couple of races where Shaney's kind of whiffed with his race due to breaking par or whatever. And those have been some detrimental, but he's had so much of a dominant year that it's even he's got the ability to whiff a couple of races and not have an issue doing it. So that's really the point here. Is really we have Andrew Shady up here trying to take away that first position, and Andrew's got to be careful because he's actually said it. He's not been paying attention to his lap times now. Those he get into throwing it down the line, end up getting a 49. See, we got 50s down the line, except for Rhymes and Death. With Death was doing 49s before. It's weird. So those guys could end up breaking par or something along that nature and end up dropping themselves 2 positions down. It's going to put Shaney back up in the top again. Team Chris up here is in the secondary points position. Team Chris a multi-championship winner. She's got 46 points today, which puts her stiffly into the second position. She would like to beat Shaney, and I think that she's the person that with the right car and with the right setup, she could throw down against Shaney and give him a real run for his money. But that's really the question is she going to be able to do that? This is the Paragon, if you guys remember it. This is a really good car, and for this snow, it's going to be big. So there's a lot of chances with the snow for mistakes to be made, and it's the first time we've ever done a snow race. I was really excited that we ended up having the timing. It was perfect for it to happen today, and it'll be the first one that I've ever seen that we've done. We have done competitive snow racing before, nothing that we've ever had with the championship where it actually played a role in the point standings. And that was the question, is it going to affect the point standings? A possibility that it won't, and it'll have nothing to say whatsoever. And the way we're looking at it right now, it won't. Does that mean that these guys can run perfect laps and maybe not make any mistakes? That's a great question. I don't know. There's a lot of chances, especially in testing today, that a lot of guys actually came on this back turn right here that you guys just saw us pass. Oh, Team Chris makes a dominant move to the inside of Shaney. There we go. She let it give it back to him. I can't hear Shaney talking, but I can hear Team Chris, so I'm wondering if there's a mic issue there. It happens. There was a lot of connectivity issues this week. The server loads we were hearing were up over 700% over normal, and that caused a lot of people to have NAT problems. Thankfully, it did not affect us tonight. We got everything dialed in yesterday, and everything fixed up. So it was a nice smooth day today to do this. We only had one disconnect in practice, so I was really excited. So if there's one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to disconnect from this style of racing. So hit that like and subscribe button, hit the bell icon. We're going to be racing every Wednesday and posting up every Sunday these races to show you. There's people here that are winning championships in some of the most competitive racing online. Let's look at those lap times. And Rhymes with the 49. So he's the first guy to drop below, but we still got Team Chris at that 50.161. Death still not able to get out of that 51, but he's able to get ahead of Montana with the 50.575. We're getting to some exciting racing. I gotta go back to my screen here to see how these points are gonna dial up for the end of this race. I'm excited, guys. I just love these. This is the longest race championship we've ever had with the most realistic circuits we've ever had. It has been a blast to see how this thing dials in, and it's been a fun thing to host it. Thanks. I want a big shout out there to Sneaky Giraffe, who put this race style together and made it what it is today. As Montana beeps away over here, unfortunately Sneaky has other commitments at the time, so he has been unable to attend. There's Death burning out as he comes around the corner. Looks like he's got some distance. Let's go over and look, and we'll see where Rhymes is at. Oh, there's Shaney taking the first position. So we'll jump back up to Andrew. Should have went to Team Chris, shouldn't I? Hey, nobody's perfect, and this is the kind of thing where we make this stuff work right. Oh, inside line there. Looks like Andrew's going to take it right back as Team Chris. Oh, inside again. So he took that position back. It looks like Rhymes is moving up in the batch here too. That's the nose of his car? See, yeah, there he is. It just seems like everybody has their moments when they can't make par. And the thing is Rhymes ended up rage quit. Oh, banged into him there. A little close. Andrew, a lot of banging. Rhymes coming up, and Andrew spuns out. Andrew. Well, that'll keep him where he's at. See what I'm saying? Those little moments there, that's what makes it detrimental for everybody as Rhymes rips away that third position from Shaney Boy there. This is the race that Team Chris wanted. The moment that she stepped in today. When she's on, and then she's hard over to the side here. That puts her into, Oh, there she goes. So she got away from that. So Team Chris has got 46 points while Shaney has 55. So they're not too far away. So about, what, 9 points there? And that's the thing is unfortunately, it's just enough to be a problem for her, and there's going to be pressure. That's the thing is, I think Andrew has the ability to because he may be back there, but he's got a lot of space. Once you crash, you have a lot of space to make up for to get to the end of that race. So it's like, if you want to go a little bit faster, you can. Let's see again what we got. Oh, look at that, the 50.161, 50.484. Rhymes is running a full second faster than everybody else, 50.16. It looks like everybody's got their 50s now. So they're all dialed in except for Rhymes, which is in the 3rd place position. So let's see. Montana said he was at a 50.2, and he's actually at a 50.3. Don't tell him. So yeah, so like I said before, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the bell icon. Like I said, we race every Wednesday night. We post these videos up every Sunday at noon so that you guys can see some very cool racing on a nice snowy day in Los Santos. This is actually played. People asked me before what position we play. We play on Xbox. I know a lot of you guys are the PS4 guys. You hate me for that because you guys are racers. So many. Yep. Team Chris, Shaney, and there they go. They all broke par. Look at that. So they're all going to end up moving back. So that's going to put, now Andrew has to run that 50. Those guys are going to all drop 2 positions, but it's going to move Andrew up. So how that's going to work is going to be, so that could end up working in Andrew's favor. And Andrew might actually get the bonus point for fastest lap. We'll see how that works out. And then Shaney's like, we were doing so well. They know that they broke par, but that's okay because it makes things easier for them to figure. That's the beauty of the snow stuff. It's made in a way that these guys are going to be able to be creative with the racing. A lot of stuff, we're a little bit more lax today than we normally are about how we deliberate points and things of that nature. Because that's the thing is it's made to be. This is supposed to be fun racing. And that's what we're going to keep it as. We're going to think about that fun nature. Speaking of fun, Team Chris is up here taking over that 1st place position and running a pretty good line here, it looks like. She's got the competition down pat. This is how champion runs right there, if you guys are wondering. We're going to drop back to Rhymes. So we'll have to look at the points next week to see how this works and see what everybody went for positions here. So anybody that went over the par time is going to lose by 2 positions. So if you're in 1st, then you're going to go 1-2. It's going to basically be a 3rd position. But if Andrew gets his bonus, that's going to bonus for best lap. That's going to push him basically up a position. So basically put him back into the. It'll basically make him 3rd position. So he'll get in the dominant. So he'll move into 1st. So we got a little fight here between Rhymes. These guys are just like, send it. Oh, and Team Chris moves in. So this is it, final lap. This is it. Shaney has moved he's in the 3rd position here. That is not the position he wants to be in, so he pushes himself into 2nd position. He continues to fight Rhymes. Now he's looking for Team Chris. He knows he's got a 49, but Team Chris, I think, knows she's got a 49 too. Can she run faster? And that means that Andrew here is going to have a lot to make up here. And he has got the distance, but it's not going to be. Oh, he is Rhyme on the door of Shaney. Shaney wants to push it. Shaney wants to push it. There we go. There's the finish line. 1, 2, 3. And let's hear I want to hear the disappointment as they see the scores of 49. I'm hoping that Andrew didn't break par, and Andrew broke par, so that kind of messed him up. That's going to move depth perception up big time. So the person, SAS Montana, ended up with the best lap. So thank you guys for tuning in. This has been your host, VIPPrimo from Tsukuba Circuit, reporting for the Atomic World Challenge. We'll see you guys next week. Have a great day. Bye.